G'day everybody. If you bought one of these Dalek clock radios, well, they're not a radio, they're just a clock, alarm clock. They have a projector on top, and it's not quite dark enough in here, but you can actually see that. No, you can't see it at the moment. Anyway, the reason I wanted to do this short video was a number of people on the internet have been saying that they've bought these clock radios and they give up after a while, they all die and they lose the sound. Well, I didn't go through the project and do it from start to finish. I'm only showing you at the end because the results surprised me. The only thing that is replaceable in this, because everything is surface mounted technology inside, is the speaker. And they're these little F-size speakers, 30 ohms. You can order them on the internet. I'll write it down, the exact details on the blog. It's there shown on the speakers themselves, but you have to look really close with a magnifying glass to see it. But what surprised me is that I thought, well, what the heck, it cost me $4 to buy the speakers, and it probably isn't that, it's usually the circuitry, but what the heck, I can try it. And my son loaned this to me whilst he was overseas, and I thought, I can try and fix it, and I lose nothing but $4 if I do it. So I did this. Now, a couple of things if you decide to take on this project. When I replaced the speaker, suddenly the sound came back. All the effects were there. So a couple of things that you have to be aware of if you are going to do this project is obviously make sure you get the right speakers. I'll include that in the comments down below. But also, when you're pulling apart the Dalek, make sure that you do not try and remove this dome. All right, I have found no way to actually remove it. You have to remove the screws from the sides and the back, and from the sides there, and then you gently separate that, and then just simply take out the bottom. There's the insides of it. And if you try and remove the dome, you're going to break it, as far as I could tell. Now, all I did is replace this speaker here, and quite impressed. So the other thing you have to be aware of with this little project is you can see from the way it's secured, there were originally 4 little spots there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I had to melt away the edges. Now, the reason I melted them away was that I was planning on remelting them back into position to make sure the speaker is held. As it turns out, the thing is held very firmly with only these 2 bits melted in place, and provided you don't completely break them, the thing just slots back in. Now, the other skill that you have to be aware of in getting this out is I soldered on the wires before I removed the old speaker, and I soldered them. I just cut them off and soldered them on the new speaker on the bench. Then I removed the old speaker. Now, removing the old speaker requires a whole new set of skills. You have to get inside the edges with a very thin but solid surface. I used one of these very fine screwdrivers that you can get from anywhere that anybody who fiddles with electronics will have. So that's all you have to do. Just make sure you get the wires the right way around. So if you think you might mess them up, make sure you take one off, solder it, and take the other one off. So you just match the sides of the speaker. I don't think there's anything else to it. You just, again, once you finish the project, you put it back gently and demo again. And we've got sound back. It's a really great little Dalek. It's just a shame that they designed it poorly.